pick too. I wouldn't be interesting. I was honestly, before the game, I was going to talk about how Death Prophet is not particularly something we see too much from Saberlight. And yeah, I do like that, honestly. I like that a decent bit.
And he has shown the potential to do it before. And Ryota is doing his job. Yeah, I mean, on a Mars. Got to take a look at top side because Aztecor getting jumped on top of a couple more hits. And
all right,
there we go. Yeah. Saberlight is going to be able to go take down.
Worst heroes I could think of on this rune contest. And he might just die here as well.
Yep, he's going to get... Oh, I mean, Avalanche buys some time. Spear as well, but the Dream Coil gets popped. Well, okay. Illusory Orb does land at the very end, but Corrupted dies into it, and Corrupted will fall. Tomato onto the Wisdom Shrine as well. Ryota, not enough toss targets. And that means Ryota should fall. Yeah, dual raise. This is not a good TP. Does have an Astral Step, so... Ice Striders, you saw it takes 2 Crypt Swarms to take him down, so not all that easy is... Okay, Ice Shards don't quite land. There we go. Golem gets dropped, Dream Coil as well, and that is a dead spider. They squish him into the ground, trying to find Aztecor as well. Ryota is here, would love a toss back or something, but Abed on a killing spree. This was supposed to be a bad puck game, by the way. That's why they picked the
end of the puck, and it's not. I mean, yeah, China just has no kind of impact on that puck. They're jumping on the fly.
Not convinced about this. Fly is still living. There's a Dream Coil. I mean, we do have the arena, and that actually is really nice. They will go kill Hellscream as well.
Facing up into this TA2000 Orchid, and they're actually looking to try and get Abed mid.
Good phase shift, but it's not going to be enough. Yeah, he doesn't get his Illusory Orb out in time, and that means all of a sudden here, 2,000 net worth lead. AVULUS comes storming back.
Not joining the game yet.
Oh, they're going to see Ryota blinks on top of him. That is honestly kind of an ideal target. But Mars is going to show up now, pops the arena, and just has to run. I don't like this. Not without the Tiny, not without that control. And that just means they continue to chase them down. Dream Coil just on the chin, but a great Ice Shards. My goodness. That's going to lock Aztecor in place. Tomato gets a double kill. And the Tusk broke the smoke. I mean, you don't want to lose the Tusk when he is... No, actually, wait, he bought his Blink. This is fine. He bought it.
To get to some of these next important items, Hellscream is going to get up to the Blink off the back of that Roche, but Tomato's quite alone.
He is.
Really alone.
Yeah, that's going to be the arena. That's going to be the spear. And it is his... He does have this Aegis, but he's going to get hypnotized once again. He should just die twice. And the toss back onto this Tusk as well. And Saberlight. Oh, he thought, I guess, that he was going to be close enough that he wasn't going to die twice like this, but that is 3 kills, 2 massive cores. To find someone. They do seem to have a good idea of where these heroes are, running straight at Ryota. They're going to see the Chen creep, so that tells them that Chen is around, and now here comes Abed on top of 2. Great initiation, but now, okay, that's a great save with the Warlock Golem, and now, okay, Abed's fine. Yeah, Void Spirit will fall. They're going to get on top of the Brute as well. He does have a BKB, so at least should be able to scuttle on out of there, you'd think, but here comes Abed with the BKB timing, is going to be able to go squish this spider, and that's going to be 5 dead. That almost went so well for AVULUS on the counter engage, but the initial go, but now that's not something that he has available for himself. So too is the Exorcism as Ryota goes fly, but great silence comes in from Abed. Arena on top of 3, the Rock trying to interrupt, trying to make sure that this is going to go good for VP, and the Tusk will fall, but he buys back straight on into this one, and now dual raise. His BKB is going to be over soon. It tries to go TP on out of here, no stuns available. He's out. But Ryota did die as well. Tusk bought back, and this should be the Aegis for VP.
That's going to be a little annoying to take, though. No Dragon Form, no Daedalus yet for Tomato. It will Scream. Yeah, it looks like with that buyback, not many cooldowns to speak of for AVULUS. Pretty hard to contest, and they're on a ward.
Wait a minute. Yeah, if they find the spider, it's absolutely going to be a Roche for VP, and they find it. They're going to go get dual raise as well. He's silenced up. Yes, they do have the damage. 2 more cores fall, and you said,
left for Corrupted's BKB, but they're relying on not having to use it. They can get an immediate spear. Corrupted. Oh,
Okay, Ryota's gonna get silenced up. That's annoying, but here comes this Void Spirit on top of 2. No Exo. Dream Coral is up in like 2 seconds. Now they're gonna pop that one, but it's a defensive one. Really struggling to get any damage. And now, Saberlight goes in, does have the BKB, says this is fine. Here comes Tomato as well. Elder Dragon's up soon. Not just yet, but they're buying so much time here. And here comes the Dragon. Aztecor dies in 2 hits. And now into the arena. Tomato very happy to fight into this one, but now he's stunned up. The BKB is over.
Satanic
get the damage. Satanic is gonna just not get enough here, not in these necrotic webs. So he goes back up to about 50% HP, and the spider now tries to run once again, starting to click on top of Tomato, but the damage way too much. They almost take Tomato down, but now Corrupted left on his lonesome, does not have his cores available, and he is gonna be the final victim here. I liked this.
Pretty good position for the time being. Hopefully it doesn't
Smoke's
jump
gonna break. They're gonna find him. Dream Coral on top of 2 immediately, but here comes Dual Rays trying to mess with things, looking for the arena, but not dropping it just yet. And Ryota dead, buys back into this one, onto the tier 2. How much more can we find now that these BKBs are over? That's what you're waiting for on the re-engage. Remember, there is an arena. Here comes Dual Rays once again, gets the silence, but not much more. Now he's got to run. Here comes the arena into the spear on top of Saberlight. Do they have the damage? No, they don't seem to. The Golem causes problems. Dual Rays gets out for the time being, and Saberlight, he's healing up like a madman. That's a second death on this Tiny. He's died.
For Saberlight going the scaling kind of death prophet.
We're looking to toss back into a spear. Can we take Tomato down the one? No, we can't.
Satanic.
He's going to go pop the Satanic, and even if it's not healing him, oh, wait, actually, Tomato's just dead. Okay.
Victory feed.
That is going to be the BKB. First Elder Dragon form does have a refresher shard in his backpack if he wants to spend it, and Tomato's just killing everyone. Tomato, round 2, shows up, doesn't even stun on Dual Rays, gets the kill anyways. A surprising kill, honestly. I didn't think Tomato was going to die there, but that refresher shard, they passed on over to him. He's got a second one. Totally fine. And now the game is going to get called. AVULUS, they had enough damage to kill the Dragon Knight the once, and that was it.
Yeah, pretty much the theme of this draft. I think there was some TA 2000. I mean, a lot of his heroes are banned out. In fact, even an Omni Knight was banned out.
Choose your
It's for Sven. It's for that early to mid game. Dual Rays is, I think, bad.
Yeah, they do get 3 bounty runes, but that is nice. But it also is going to give Ember, apparently Fly. It's going to give Ember. And both Ryota and Corrupted, he understands just how strong he is. It's just obnoxious. And now at the level 3 timing, or the 3-minute timing, they're going to try to contest this. And yeah, Firestorm is annoying, but Corrupted will die. And so too should Ryota. He's going to try to chase down Fly, looking for the chicken fingers. Ryota, high ground miss. He'll be okay, but does lose his Courier onto the bottom side. Well, Scream will be able to go get the Phoenix. Now, he should die in response here, so both off lanes.
He still got it. Unk still got it. The kids would say, I believe, was
Dory's dead. Yeah, 100%. 99%. He's going to try to dodge. Abed Hastrun, though, he's fine. Turns that
early cloak helping a lot as he works towards that pipe, and they're actually going to TP on to Saberlight, which
Tomato is here. Ravage is ready to go, but Dual Rays as well will pop the Ravage, but it's 5 heroes. This is, well, actually, Hellscream's going to show up, trying to buy a little bit more time. Here comes Abed, and it's a great soul bind, at least for the time being, but Abed, yeah, no remnants. Now Tomato has to run. There's the dust. Tomato going to get Vortex up, Stormhammer down, and that is a dead Clinks. Let's see what they're going to be able to find.
Is scary. No Macropyre at their disposal either. But there's not much for AVULUS.
Oh, great pick. Firestorm. Not going to be enough to lock him in place, though. Importantly, though, you talk about no Macropyre, nothing like that. You do have on top of the back line here, this is going to be Dead Jakiro. You do have an egg. Supernova is available into this fight if you want to find it. Now on top of Hellscream as well. He's going to go down. And as Decor, he can pop an egg if he wants to. Doesn't feel like he needs to. That's dead Abed as well. 3 heroes fall, and, well, the TP is going to get canceled as well. So Saberlight, he's going to try to run on out of here. Does have some nice purges, but he will eventually die. It takes a while, but that's
ashes for them.
And best part about this, by the way, generally you're like, I want my cores to get the kill. As the core got his shard with this kill, it's on Courier right now. It means his supernova is going to be so much more impactful. They're going to go. I mean, Soulbind is down, but T2000 is just chunking him here. Tomato on the high ground, pops the burning barrage, does literally nothing. No damage from this Clinks whatsoever. Why'd you even show up? It's not worth it. Four dead. It's going to be the Roche. This game feels such a disaster.
Love to utilize Ryota here as, again, this break and this BKB that he has the potential to be extremely nasty.
Oh, Saberlight leading the charge. They go on top. Great pin as well. Saberlight just dies in the Hex. You're right. And now Hellraise dies as well. That's 2 dead. At the very least, looks like Fly's going to get out of here.
He's doing more than TA2000 at the very least.
Oh, that's an interesting TP here. This is a great opportunity. What the hell is happening? That's a beacon. That's a buyback, and it is worth doing. Here comes the Tide onto the Ravage. TA2000. He's just dead. What in the world was that TP from Corrupted? I will never understand. Now, unfortunately, anything more. Scan gets dropped onto the pit. They know they're there. Now dual raise. Well, okay, Tidehunter's going to get hexed up, broken up. It's not going to last long enough. Ryota dies so quickly. There we go. Even with the foul play. And now here comes Tomato laying into this Storm Spirit with the Soul Bind. Do we have the damage to take him down? No, not quite. But even still, Tomato playing on the edge of this. Looking for a little bit more. Now there's the Gush on top of Corrupted. He just melts. Nothing to do here.
Oh my god, why did Corrupted do that? I'm cringing so hard.
Roche is on the deck.
They can give it. I mean, quick. I mean, insanely fast. This is.
I'm flabbergasted. It's just incredible. And we've seen, like, we're at the point as we're going to go find this Phoenix. Underlord, do not complete that Fiend's game. Phoenix dies in 2 hits, and he completed it. Here comes the Storm on top of Abed, trying to make something happen, but he's soulbound. And oh god, this doesn't feel good. Storm, you're just trying to wait to see where this event's going to come up. They will kill Abed, but Ryota foul play will keep him alive for now. And here comes TA2000, pops his ultimate, goes on top of Saberlight, and even with the purges, the Hex, yeah, he's going to be fine. No buyback on him, by the way. That felt bad.
Yeah, it's quite tough.
That is a dead fly immediately. But okay, this is a lot of damage from the it matters. Okay, never mind. Level 25. That is the damage that you need from this Ven. 50% extra, and the game immediately ends. So it turns out Corrupted's not going to get punished for TPing out in the face of his enemies and leaving his carry out to dry. Does take a couple more mistakes.
Associated.
Yeah, just this guy just going up and down in the air 10 feet away from the Primal Beast. This is an interesting troll game.
And probably you can get a decent situation for yourself to get some early kills, set yourself up well. Saberlight is cheesing the first wave, although TA2000, he was a little bit smarter.
He's gonna get 3 denies now. Oh no, that's a blood grenade. That's investment, and now he's under tower.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, Saberlight, are you selling yourself? Are you? Yep. He's just.
Oh my god! And he gave first spot. Oh my god!
He is. This is just
probably gonna look at some point to make some crazy rotations. As there's already quite a few.
Yeah, and the mid lane here with dual raise, and the Inkspell is nice. The Storm Spirit only level 4, but Ryota is doing a decent amount of damage. They're going to try to turn this onto Abed. Not quite going to make that happen, except here comes the Jakiro. Abed will fall. Fail bonds are annoying, but Fly should die here as well. I think they get Hellscream as well. Or they split targets and don't get either. Oh, that's awkward. That is really awkward. They should have at least
been a party in the mid. I'm honestly surprised that at no point we haven't seen a Saberlight come towards mid. There's some awkward remnants.
On top of Sky, but the Phantom gets killed, and TA2000 is flanking in from an interesting angle. What can we find? There's the Ravage on top of Abed. Crazy moves from VP, going to get punished significantly, and now Hellscream tries to run. He's in the river, so he's a little fast, but he's not fast enough, and TA2000 reaps the Baz. I mean, it matters, because once the Radiance is out, this Abaddon is going to have his time. As he TPs into the mid lane, they're really trying to pop the borrowed time. Healing word, Shadow
the
word is
damage.
good, and look at that coming in from Saberlight. Even still, the heal is good. Dual raise, not quite going to be able to zip out of here, and that was the Ravage is corrupted. He's going to have to run. He will eventually. Does have Kraken Shell, pops that one. Looks for the blubber. They're just not bothering it. They're like, this is fine. We're going to kill the supports. That's a Skyrat that is much easier to kill. Corrupted, actually, yeah, he'll die to the magic damage as well. So 3 dead. KB, which I don't blame him. There's a lot of stuns. They will go find this Primal Beast. Are they going to be able to get? No? Okay, there's Pulverize. But he should just get locked down. There's the root. There's the Perma root. This is a dead Primal Beast. Tomato's here now. And Aztecor will die to the vessel. J2000 actually kind of on his lonesome, but he's not particularly worried about it. Still has Battle Trance ready to go if he wants. Ryota will fall, but Ravage now on top of a bunch of heroes here. Even as, there is the double fatal bonds. That is a problem, but not for T2000 as he continues to run forward. Doesn't really want to dive under the tier 2 though. Yes, Abaddon does not get Curse of Avernus, as Dual Raise has found as Abaddon topside, but borrowed time. Can't pop the channel though. Although Corrupted Ear Bombs unfortunately does have the shard, so that's going to be Hellraiser dead, and
they got him.
Nice job with the Ice Bath. They do find this Abaddon. They do want to go for this. The courier with this shard for Primal Beast was killed. So he's not going to have that extra level of lockdown, extra pulverized stacks, all those things, and they are on top of a ward. That is a problem. Abaddon just blinks in. He's on top of TA2000, and here comes Aztecor gets jumped on top. I'm not sure how much it matters. Yes, you do have the buy, but TA2000 delay into Saberlight. He will fall, and Fly will die backside. TA2000 finds Hellraiser. And I mean, they did get the supports, and it is a buyback, but you are not stopping this Roach. TA2000 is way too strong.
Yeah, they're right on the shrine as well, so Aztecor uses the buyback. In either sense, he ends up catching up to Saberlight there. Saberlight definitely is having a very hell stream. Oh my god.
That was not the soulbind at the very least, but yeah, Dual Raise is just having the time of his life here. They can't stop him. TA2000 just burst down. Yeah, this game's over. This game's been over for a while now. This is a troll that is 7,000 gold above the enemy carry.
Really haven't gotten anything that could potentially try to address him. And Tomato, by the way, he has a Hyperstone in his inventory. I wonder if he was eyeing an Assault Cuirass or something, but he might end the game with a Hyperstone. I mean, they find Saberlight again. Oh no.
Well, Abed's on the backside, does have a BKB as Tomato moves in, Yuled up, controlled. And now he's broken.
That's the ulti.
So he does have the ulti, not silenced. And now we are going to see the Soulbind do have double fatal bonds, and that is annoying, but there's a Ravage and there's no damage. So it doesn't really matter, even as scary as it is. They're going to find Tomato. He doesn't have borrowed time anymore. TA2000 will try to chase him down. They did get the supports, but there's a buyback available. And now Abed, really no remnants to speak of, and Corrupted, he's got 4 more stacks. He's doing a great job. Look at that, 28 Kraken Shell stacks. What a nice time.
Yeah, Corrupted's had a nice little game with his big old belly of his. It's been a relatively chill game for the Watermelon. Jump forward.
Fly, please. Fly, please be careful. Oh, no. Well, they're going to pulverize the troll, who has an Aegis, by the way, and does have Battle Trance. No, he's going to pop Battle Trance. He's just going to kill him. It's fine. Drag him into the fountain. This is the play. He's in the fountain now, eating up fountain stacks. Okay. This is how you kill the troll. Although, it does reset. So, the stacks aren't really going to be there. Looking for these. Well, just pop Speaking B. Gets out. This is fine. Aegis, by the way, they're down. They're there. 20 seconds on the Ember. They're in it. Yeah, there we go. There's the GG. This game's been over for a while. Well, yeah, we got the fun. We dragged Troll into Fountain. We abused his mechanics against him. What more could you want, Ro? Like winning a game? Yeah.
I mean, it could have been nice for VP, but